Water scarcity is a growing problem.
Cape Town could become the first major city in the world to run out of water.
A combination of overcrowding, pollution, poor resource management and climate change will bring major security threats.
Water really kind of underpins everything.
Entrepreneur Seth Siegel is the author of Let There Be Water. So you say that the solution is found in innovation in Israel.
Well, as I began looking around at the issue of water scarcity, what I found most remarkable was the fact that the answer to nearly every question was either invented in Israel or was one in which Israel had played a leading part. The early Zionists, the reason why they wanted to be here and only here was because of the biblical connection. The Bible is a water-suffused document. And so therefore the Zionists, whether they were religious or not religious, it baked into this the fact that they were respecting of water in the region. When the first round of pioneers came, it was a very dry, dusty place. If they are going to be true to the Zionist dream, the idea of Jews from all over the world coming back to the land of Israel, there wouldn't be enough water for everybody. So they began very aggressively thinking about water. And it's these very ideas that are the basis for what they are doing now and what I believe will migrate to the rest of a very dry world. Israel succeeded in water not because of one thing that it did right, but because it did many things right. Israel developed a water-revering culture. Israeli school children are educated how they should be using water, how they should be conserving water. And when you learn something when you're 3 and 4 and 5 years old, it's a pretty good chance that it will stay with you the rest of your life. It's developed the very best infrastructure possible. Pipes get fixed even before they break here because they've developed predictive algorithms that tell you when a pipe may be breaking. Israel is the only place in this region and among the very few places in the entire world where water is charged at its full and absolute price. Because Israelis pay the full price for their water, wasting water is the same as wasting money. There's not a single field that has used flood irrigation in Israel since the early 1970s. 75% of all fields in Israel use drip irrigation. With drip irrigation, tiny drippers feed droplets of water to the plants at their roots, and just about nothing is lost to evaporation. In 1952, leaders made a far-reaching decision to pursue a brand new source of water. They decided to capture all of the country's sewage, to treat it to a very high level where you actually could drink it if you had to drink it, and to use all of it for agriculture. And today, nearly 90% of the country's wastewater is used on farms all around the country through pipes that are specially laid just for this purpose. And JNF donors all around the world gave funds to build several hundred reservoirs all over Israel to hold this treated high-quality wastewater until the farmers need it. Without that contribution, Israel would never have been able to come to where they are today. Only 1/3 of Israel's water comes from a river, a lake, or an aquifer. All the rest of it comes from sources like desalination. Approximately 80% of the household water used in Israel could be said to be derived from Israel's Mediterranean desalination plants. The world's largest and most energy efficient and most productive desalination plant is located here in Israel. So what Israelis have now is the best of all worlds. In rainy times, they can make more use of natural water. In times when there's scarcity of rain, they can make more use of artificial or manufactured sources. So that way, there will be enough water for what they need. Whether a rich country or a poor country, a large country, a small country, a landlocked country, or a country with a long sea coast, every country has something to learn from the journey that Israelis have gone through over the last maybe nearly 100 years in getting smart about how to manage water in a dry region.